Since Halloween in November is still going on, I'm gonna keep up the decorations. So, hooray for spooky stuff. If you've been following my videos, you'll know I covered Final Fantasy XV's history in the two-part pre-review. I highly suggest you watch those videos first, since they talk about Square Enix's history and some of the key players I'll be mentioning here. This video will contain spoilers for Kingdom Hearts 3. Well, this certainly was a surprise I hadn't foreseen. When I decided to pre-review Final Fantasy XV and Kingdom Hearts 3, my pen was filled with vitriol, and my heart hard as stone, as a result of enduring letdown after letdown of Versus/15. But then, a little event called D23 Japan 2015 happened, and my outlook has become a bit more hopeful. Ah, Kingdom Hearts. For many, the series simultaneously conjures feelings of joy and frustration, excitement and confusion. The series has been a staple of the gaming world since 2002, with its 14 titles having sold over 20 million copies. Yet the story still leaves many scratching their heads in confusion. The first title I ever played in the series was Kingdom Hearts 2. While it was extremely entertaining, I had no idea what was going on. I bought the original game next, hoping to clear up 2's riddles, but that left me with even more questions. Things started meshing together a bit when I played Chain of Memories, but I still found myself up at night, staring at the ceiling as 100 questions flashed before my mind's eye. Why was Child Tidus living on Destiny Island? Wasn't he from Xanarkand? Why was Aerith still alive? Why was there an overturned semi-truck in front of Memory's skyscraper? Why did Xemnas switch to a black and white robe? Is it explained why Wonderland's sky has corners? Did Sora, Riku, and Kairi honestly believe 1 bottle of water, 3 fish, 1 seagull egg, 3 mushrooms, and 2 coconuts were enough provisions for an excursion across the ocean, on a log raft no less? To this day, I'm still unsure about the whole heartless/nobody birth process. In the original game, we see this man's heart fly out of his chest, which turns into a heartless. His body then disappeared. When Sora unlocked Kairi's heart, his body vanished, with no sign of his heart. He was then a heartless, and Roxas materialized elsewhere in another world. But in Ansem's report, it says that the physical body is what turns into the nobody. So if that's the case, Sora's physical form should have become the nobody, keeping either his original face or becoming Roxas, and not a heartless. I know Roxas and Sora look different because of the whole Ventus heart thing, but following that logic, with the nobody being physically identical to the person who went into the host heart, why didn't scientist Xehanort's nobody look like Master Xehanort? Why? My head hurts. Actually, now that I think about it, where had Sora's body vanished to? All nobodies appear in Twilight Town when they're born, aka when they lose their hearts, and their physical bodies materialize there. Allegedly, a nobody can only arise if that person had a strong heart. Because Sora's body never became a nobody in Twilight Town, does that mean he doesn't have a strong heart? Also, where did Naminé get her body? It certainly isn't Kairi's, as she's awake on Destiny Island. Even with all of these and the hundreds of other mysteries tightly woven into the Kingdom Hearts fabric, it's a fun series, and it's easy to see why it's beloved by millions. But how did the Final Fantasy/Disney crossover ever come to be? Back in the day, Shinji Hashimoto and Hironobu Sakaguchi were discussing the possibility of making an open-world game with three-dimensional environments, similar to the wildly popular Super Mario 64. Mario was one of the most popular video game characters ever, and they figured the only characters that could compete against him in terms of popularity were Disney's. Tetsuya Nomura overheard the discussion and joined in. After further brainstorming, Hashimoto found himself in an elevator with a Disney executive, and he fervently pitched the game proposal. Needless to say, the talk went well, and Disney gave the go-ahead. Development on the original Kingdom Hearts began in February of 2000, with Nomura as director and character designer, Hashimoto as producer, and Sakaguchi as executive producer. Sakaguchi insisted that the game be made to be as great as a Final Fantasy title. He felt it could fail otherwise. The game was officially announced at E3 2001 and was released on March 28, 2002 in Japan. The game was an immediate success and received critical acclaim. In April 2003, Square announced that it had sold its 1 millionth copy in North America. The next two games, Chain of Memory for Game Boy Advance and Kingdom Hearts 2 for PlayStation 2, were announced at Tokyo Game Show 2003. Chain of Memories released on November 11, 2004, and introduced players to Organization 13. Kingdom Hearts 2 was released December 22, 2005, and sold over 1 million copies in North America within 4 weeks of its North America release of March 28, 2006. In total, there have been 14 Kingdom Hearts games, 5 for PlayStation consoles, 5 for handheld, and 4 for phones. Ever since Kingdom Hearts 2 ended, fans wanted another number installment in the main storyline that starred Sora as the playable hero again. Dream Drop Distance saw Sora as the main character, but it was still a bridge game like Chain of Memories. In reality, Kingdom Hearts 3 hadn't started production because Final Fantasy Versus 13's development took priority at Square Enix. Nomura said that due to his commitment to Versus as director, he had to focus his attention on that and not Kingdom Hearts 3. To quote, "It's physically impossible at the present. I feel it's not the right time to talk about the future of Kingdom Hearts," unquote. Kingdom Hearts 3 officially began production in 2013, led by Nomura as director. Instead of being made by Development Team 1, the same group that programmed Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2, the first production department Osaka team of Birth by Sleep and Dream Drop Distance fame would be in charge. The first trailer debuted at E3 on June 10, 2013, and cheers resounded around the world. It recaps the previous titles, showed Sora picking up Ericus's Keyblade, and then concluded with gameplay in Twilight Town. It would later be revealed that the gameplay was in fact pre-rendered footage. Nomura said, quote, "Many fans were feeling impatient due to our continuous releases of spin-off titles, so we decided to announce it at the same time as Final Fantasy XV, unquote. In September 2013, Shinji Hashimoto told IGN as both Final Fantasy XV and Kingdom Hearts 3 were being directed by Nomura, quote, "It is expected that there will be a significant gap between the releases of the two," unquote. Fans wouldn't have to wait long, though, because Nomura was replaced by Hajime Tabata as Final Fantasy XV director in 2014. He was free to work on Kingdom Hearts 3 at last. Although it had been announced that the game would be made on Luminous Engine, development shifted over to the third-party Unreal 4 engine. In December 2014, co-director Tai Yasue spoke about Square Enix considering a variety of new Disney property worlds, such as Star Wars and Marvel. He said, quote, "We want variety in our new Kingdom Hearts game, so we don't want many of one sort of world. That would look the same," unquote. E3 2015 unveiled another trailer with new graphics, gameplay, and abilities. We saw young Ericus and Xehanorts playing chess, and the Kingdom of Corona as a playable world. Later in June, Nomura revealed that there'd be a secret movie in the game, during interviews with both Famitsu and Dengeki. Most recently, at D23 Japan, a treasure trove of info was unveiled. According to Hashimoto, Big Hero 6 characters and San Francisco will appear, and Frozen may show too. Ericus and Xehanorts will return, as well as the ex-members of Organization 13. A mysterious nobody will be present, and Nomura hinted at the possibility of Marluxia's return. The game will be the finale to the Darkseeker saga, but not the final game in the series. The plot will follow Sora in stopping Master Xehanort in creating the Keyblade. He'll also need to rescue Terra, Aqua, Vin, Roxas, and Shion's hearts, as well as find the key to return hearts. Riku and King Mickey will search for Keyblade wielders, and the 7 lights and the 13 darknesses will come together for the final battle. The game will have reduced loading screens, Keyblade transformations, the ability to upgrade the Keyblade, and improved AI. No more Donald wasting potions. Square Enix has stated that full production of Kingdom Hearts 3 is underway, with Nomura recently saying, quote, "Development on Kingdom Hearts 3 is going smoothly," unquote. From the news trickling out of Square Enix, Kingdom Hearts 3 production is so streamlined that we may see a 2017 release. The D23 Japan update has given me a glimmer of optimism that's thawed my cold, bitter heart. And in regards to the mystery of the key that returns hearts, I'm thinking it's Riku, and here's why. When I hear the term return hearts, I think about the hearts that have been stolen by Heartless. Most of those Heartless have been defeated by Sora's Keyblade, and the hearts are now a part of Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts is a pure force of light, which can be weakened by darkness. Riku is in a constant battle to keep the darkness in his heart in check. In Dream Drop Distance, he wasn't excited to have been named Keyblade Master. Rather, he was hesitant. Earlier in the game, he questioned if he was fit to wield a Keyblade due to the darkness in him, meaning he still worries that he could possibly succumb to it. I think Riku will give in to the darkness and destroy Kingdom Hearts, and if it's destroyed, the hearts will return to their owners. Thus, the key to return hearts. Silverhair seems to point out trouble in those games, and he very well may become another form of Xehanort, aka the 13 Darknesses. Alright, time for the breakdown. Will people buy this game? Now that's a silly question. Of course they will. People are already pre-ordering it. Any title in the series will sell simply because of the name. But Kingdom Hearts 3 is in a realm of its own. Fans have wanted a numbered continuation for nearly a decade. The story has held imagination since 2002, and fans want to see how the Darkseeker saga will be resolved. Even though Nomura has promised future Kingdom Hearts titles, 3 will have set the bar so high in regards to fan anticipation that no other installments will be able to come close to the sales 3 will have. If Kingdom Hearts 2 sold 1 million copies in North America in 4 weeks, Kingdom Hearts 3 may sell the same amount in half the time. Will people and critics like it? Nostalgia plays a pivotal part with the success of these games. Using Disney characters was a brilliant move on Square Enix's part, as most people grew up watching them. Combining the characters with a Final Fantasy-style epic saga drew in even more people. It's proven to be one of the most beloved series in gaming. Most people will enjoy Kingdom Hearts 3, and even the most cynical critics will find something about it that makes them smile. Even if 3 suffers from a few stumbles, the overall presentation will cement it as a classic. Will it be more beloved than Kingdom Hearts 2? Possibly, possibly not. But it will still be one of the most powerful titles in the series. The fact that the organization is back is a smart nostalgia move too. Organization 13 was integral to the plot, and the members were some of the most popular in the story. Since Dylan, Evan, Alias, and Ienzo were in Dream Drop Distance, they'll return for Kingdom Hearts 3. Lee now wields a Keyblade, so he'll be a main character. Xemnas, Xigbar, Saïx, Ansem, Young Xehanort, and Master Xehanort are back too. Dimix, Luxord, and Larxene may make cameos, and there's a 50-50 chance that Marluxia will appear. Finally, what will the lasting impression of this game be? For the most part, the Kingdom Hearts installments were all well received, boasting beautiful visuals, smooth gameplay, and thought-provoking storylines. From novice to experienced players, the games offer something for everyone, and are able to captivate most who play them. The sheer fact that Kingdom Hearts 3 will be the final chapter in the Darkseeker saga may be emotional to many fans. We've been with these characters since 2002, following their journeys, learning their history, plights, and successes. Even if there are later Kingdom Hearts titles with Sora, this story about the boy searching for his friend will be done, and it will be nigh impossible to top such a sweeping legend. 14 years ago, we were introduced to the boy who was destined to save the world from darkness, armed with a keyblade and his unwavering courage and positivity. Kingdom Hearts 3 will at last bring closure to the story that has captured so many hearts the world over. The anticipation has been great, and the wait greater. Be sure to mark your calendars for 2017. And what will the next pre-review be? Oh, alright, yeah. Someone's got a gripe about it, and that someone is Marplotic.